Hello, hello. So, today we're going to be discussing Mutiny on the Bounty. Yeah. Now, it's a better movie that I've seen. I watched some not so good movies, some pretty good movies. I think this is one of the better ones, I'd say. It's a pretty good film. I think that what happens, the standout, is the captain, right? So it's the story of a crew on a ship, right? And then they mutiny, right? And they're going to this island and they're mutinying. It's just reality, right? It's based off a true story. It's pretty kind of inspired by a true story. It's not too real. You know what I mean? A standout performance is the captain that they're mutinying against. I wish I remembered his name. But I don't remember it. I'm not good with names. But he flogs all of his crew, and he rules through fear. It's terrible. And I think it's great. I think it's interesting to see, somebody who thinks that it's the best ways to rule through fear, that you have to realize that there are consequences to doing that. I also think it's interesting how they show that he's not some, crazy, person, right? Like, he's not some crazy, ruthless dictator. Like, when he's left adrift along with other crewmates, he actually leads them really well because he's actually a really, really good captain. It's just that he has a really bad, he's just not, he's abusive, right, to his crewmates. So I think that's the most interesting character. The whole thing is just really, it's pretty good. I enjoyed it a lot more than I enjoyed It Happened One Night. I didn't like that movie too much. So I've said I think that what I think there's definitely some minor racism when it comes to the people on the island. I'll let that one go though a little bit. So it's really it. I mean, I think that it's interesting to see a story of these really great guys, and they're just driven to mutiny because of this terrible captain, right? And I think it's just terrible, but I also think it's just a great story, and it's kind of hard to explain. I mean, everything's fine. Like, what do you expect? It's nothing outstanding. All the technical stuff, it's just nothing outstanding, but it's fine. And as I said, though, the acting is really good, especially for the captain, the abusive one. The standout performance is the best part of the movie, I tell you. He's bumping up the score just because he's in the movie. He's great. I actually think that that's the best part of the movie, definitely, right? I think it's interesting how they've shown how this abuse is, I think it's well done, is my point. So, this entire thing, it's a really good movie. I'd recommend it. I give it a 7 out of 10. I give it a 7 out of 10. It's pretty entertaining to watch. I do hate to say it, though. There were some parts of the movie that were I didn't understand what they were doing. You know what I mean? The plot, there are some parts of the plot where I just feel like I don't understand this. This is the weird thing. When I watch old movies, a lot of the time it's hard for me to understand what's going on. Right? It's the same thing here. Like, it's not like I have this problem with new movies. I don't know. Just tell stories differently. So anyway. It's like, so bye.